Hello and welcome back to Next Level News. Some things are different, some stay the same. As always, I'm your host, Carnations. Today, we learn that CEOs are kind of jerks. Let's get started. Hello, horror fans. I talked about Resident Evil last time, so it's only fair to talk about Silent Hill this time. That's right, Silent Hill has some news. The dormant franchise is back. Unofficially. It has been known that Bloober Team, the very same people behind games like Layers of Fear, Blair Witch, and The Medium, have been tasked with making a Silent Hill game. Nothing was known about what they were working on till now. Screenshots were leaked of the project, and it looks like the studio has been tasked with remaking the legendary Silent Hill 2. The screenshots showcase the game will now be told in an over-the-shoulder third-person view instead of the fixed camera angles of old. The game looks very similar to the glow-up of RE2 and RE3 in their remakes. Some people are worried though, as Bloober Team is known for making horror games, yes, but they are not known for making games that feature combat in them. That's just not their style. While the screenshots look promising graphically, Silent Hill has always been more than just its graphics. The atmosphere, the clunkiness, the sluggish, heavy-feeling combat all add to what is widely considered by the critics, and by the public, the greatest horror game ever made. Watch out, Splatoon fans, as Friday, September 9th, we see the release of the highly anticipated threequel, Splatoon 3. Splatoon is Nintendo's very own take on the multiplayer shooter genre, and it is widely beloved as an innovative, fun, and stylish multiplayer game with a massive community. The game is following the critically acclaimed Splatoon 2, which added a story mode to the game series, which Splatoon 3 is set to follow it with an even bigger and more fleshed out single-player mode to complement its tight competitive multiplayer. And yes, there will be even more fun community events where you get to fight for your side in battles like what's better, chocolate ice cream or vanilla, burgers or tacos, apples or oranges, vanilla burgers and oranges, by the way. You can find Splatoon exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. CEO of Striking Distance, Glenn Schofield, has taken fire for a pro-crunch culture tweet he made and has since deleted because he realized how stupid his comment really was. Striking Distance is, of course, working on the highly anticipated Callisto Protocol that is set to release later this year. Schofield, early in the morning on September 3rd, put out a tweet stating, "We are working 6 to 7 days a week. Nobody's forcing us. Exhaustion, tired, COVID, but we're working. Bugs, glitches, performance fixes, one last pass-through on audio, 12 to 15-hour days. This is gaming. Hard work, lunch, dinner, working. You do it because you love it." These comments enraged fans who found the working conditions for the game to be utterly appalling. Crunch has been a touchy topic for the gaming industry since 2018, when crunch culture really had a spotlight put on it, showcasing the hundreds of hours developers were putting in their work weeks. Rockstar lead game dev for Red Dead Redemption 2 boasted back then that they were working 100-hour work weeks for months. But let's just be clear, working 7 days a week at 8 hours a day is inhumane, let alone working for 15 hours a day for months on end, with no days off. Schofield tried to walk back his comments by saying that he was simply trying to say how proud he was of his team and apologized for putting such a focus on the numbers of hours they worked. But that's not what he said, is it? And that's not what Twitter viewers or his team heard. This really is the episode about crackpot CEOs. Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford, yes, the Randy Pitchford, the weirdo who likes to perform magic acts at game reveals and leaves USB sticks of internal company secrets and porn at medieval times, loves to assault employees in hotel lobbies. Yes, that Randy Pitchford is now auctioning off his old, used, and frankly disgusting-looking clothes for a charity drive. The specific charity was never mentioned and had to be revealed later when Gearbox was prodded, but the charity doesn't even really matter here in this scenario. The real news here is that Randy Pitchford is selling his clothes, most of them listed at a starting price of over $400. Yes, you can get these disgusting-looking shirts for $400 a piece. That's not all, though. Not only is Randy Pitchford selling his clothes to raise money for charity, but he's doing so after Gearbox reportedly made a net gain of $180 million last year. Gearbox, of course, has made no mentions of donating their own money to the ESA Foundation, which is the charity that they're supposedly sponsoring. One final story. Watch out, Xbox fans and enjoyers of Game Pass. Xbox CEO Phil Spencer has confirmed that Xbox plans to bring Blizzard titles like Overwatch 2 and Diablo to Game Pass should the Activision-Microsoft deal go through. On top of that, Phil wanted to alleviate the fear that many PlayStation fans were having about the future of Call of Duty on PlayStation. Phil stated that support for Call of Duty with new titles and updates would continue to be brought to the PlayStation platform for years to come, though teased that Call of Duty stay on the platform could be limited in the future. These comments come soon after the announcement of the UK's competition regulator announcing an investigation into the $68 billion deal. Many people arguing about Microsoft's hold on a monopoly in the market for video games, with the acquisitions of Bethesda in 2021 and now Activision and Blizzard 2022. That will be it for Next Level News. As always, I'm your host, Coronations. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Next Level News. I'm off to play VHS.